order this meeting of the Littleton Cultural Council on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025 at 6:49 p.m. local time. And we are here to discuss the grants that have been applied for this season. And I don't see any other attendees that are listed here, so it's just the 10 of us. Okay, let's see. Let me just open up my document. Okay, so the very first application comes from the ABCC Our World Film Series. The project title is Our World Film Series. The project budget is $600, and they are requesting a small amount of $100. What say you, Cultural Council?
Okay, wait. So what is our approach here? Are we trying to determine an amount as we go along, or just saying yes, no, maybe?
I believe last time. Oh, go ahead, Ray.
Yes, and yes.
I personally prefer a pass through of just yes, no, maybe, and then a determination of how much money to each.
I agree.
That sounds like a good approach.
Also, wait, with the caveat that yes does not necessarily mean full funding.
Right.
Correct.
Agree.
Yeah, but I think if we differentiate with yes, no, and maybe, we know that the maybes have less support than a yes. So that should weigh in and make the decision of the money easier, because we already know that it's not as strong as a yes.
Agreed.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Before we go, we just need to vote to approve the October minutes. Sorry,
Thank you, Kiki.
Sorry to be all like, let me get what I have to type.
Bureaucracy.
Sorry about the red tape, people. I apologize.
Sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve the October minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Now I will be quiet. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Kiki. Sorry, I skipped over that piece. Was it on the agenda? I didn't see.
Honestly, it probably wasn't, because I had to rapid fire change the agenda from the normal grant agenda, so it was probably a double-edged issue. But,
okay.
But we're all in compliance now. Thank you.
We're compliant. Thank you, Robert's Rules of Order.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
All right, perfect. No, for real. That's like, I need to reread those because I keep forgetting this is all a very normal process.
I mean, like at bedtime.
Oh my gosh, funny. Okay. Okay, yeah. So first pass for first response. Does anybody have a no on this one?
I had a no on this one.
Okay. Do you want to deliberate about those, or are we going just quick fire? Like,
I was firmly in the maybe camp, and maybe on the more negative side of maybe for this one.
Okay.
Me too. I'm on the negative side of the maybe.
I can't remember.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I sort of felt at first
partial.
my immediate reaction was yes, because only $100, but then I thought, how many Littleton residents are going to be going to the Boxborough Library to see this?
That was
And there was only a few people.
And also the target audience is smaller. And it seems, like you said, they're only advertising it in Akron, and they're asking for several councils. So I'm a very strong maybe no.
Is anybody passionately for this that like would be really upset and sad if we said no on the first pass of this?
No.
I would be okay to say no on the first pass.
Me
We got
too.
a lot of good applications here.
I could say
So-
no.
Okay.
I could say no as well.
Okay, cool. All right. So that sounds like
That's
pretty-
a great way to start. No.
yeah. Check it right off. We got it. All right, good. Okay, I like it. Chugging along. All right, going to the next one is the Child's Play at Theater 3. Acton Community Center is the sponsor. The applicant is also the Acton Community Center. Did anybody have a no on that one?
I might miss on that one.
Can I ask a question? I know that last year there were similar ones, and we may not have given them the full money, but do you know how many people from Acton actually participate or in the because there's like a play, a concert, all different, singing.
That is
Come-
a really solid question.
Yeah, let me check real quick at the Adobe documents, see if they have any information in there. Some people did. But I don't know that this one did. Let me look. Theater 3. Estimated number of people served, 500. Takes place after out of school.
I feel like I need 7 screens. It would be
Right.
really-
I know. I was trying to put everything in front of me where I could reach it all, and
Well, and like I'm reading my notes and I wasn't sure. Yes.
Some of my notes I can't even read.
It doesn't say, for this project, you're partnering with the Acton Chinese Language School, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing educational opportunities. It doesn't say how many people.
I don't think it did. And
Local, yeah.
I know that there are Littleton families that participate and go because it's a theater event
Yeah.
versus not.
And I know they had like 7 other communities that they were
Right.
asking.
ask
Yeah,
Is
Westford,
anyone a
Harvard.
no?
I would be a maybe.
No, so again, like
Yeah.
I was gonna go right back to that, right? Like we're gonna
I was thinking partial.
this at the end.
Yeah, and
Can
I don't,
we-
I was a yes on this one too. I also saw that Jamie Eldridge wrote like a letter of support, and
Mhm.
which I thought
Also-
went a long way.
love all the community support. And
So we are partial,
Maybe.
maybe then.
Yeah.
we're not even doing full or partial right now, right? We're just doing yes. no.
Yeah,
I meant
No,
maybe. I meant maybe, not a strong yes, but a maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a strong yes on this just because
Yes,
we've also
I'm-
given these guys a grant in the past and had no qualms about that. But I'm okay to just put it as a maybe and we can figure out
That's
For
allocation.
full
there.
disclosure, I'm also a yes, but I would be okay with not fully funding it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was,
that's a
that
good
was
question.
the way I was. I was a yes, but
Well,
Are
and
we
I-
all of the
qualifying,
money.
guys, are we qualifying maybes as partial fundings? No, right?
No.
It's gonna be yes.
Yeah, so there's,
And then not-
you're right. There should be 4 categories. Yes, no,
Partial,
maybe, partial. So this one is partial.
no,
Yeah, I
no,
could
no.
have a maybe where I'm like, maybe it doesn't make it because I think we have to have some maybes because like we got a lot of money requested here, and so
Yeah.
there's some that are
Yeah.
gonna come out on the lower end where it's like it's got to be more than just a maybe for them to get any money at all. 'Cause
Exactly.
Can we say yes,
Okay.
partial funding as we go, or
Okay,
not?
I-
We'd rather not do that.
Can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
Okay. So yeses absolutely do not mean full funding.
Right.
We agree.
At the end, right? Like yeses are the ones that we're committed to for something, but it could be like total exaggeration, $10.
What
So we're
what
only
I think,
saying-
Sarah, is if we differentiate between yes and partial, we are gonna go
We're not
first to
doing
the
no,
yes.
no, 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 no.
That's my suggestion. But wait a
No.
second. That's
No,
my
we're not
suggestion.
doing yes and partial. We're doing yes, maybe, and no.
But that's my suggestion. My suggestion is to add partial as a category because if we do that, when we go to the money, we pay attention first to the yeses. We say, how much money do we want to do?
I understand what you're saying, but we tried that last year and it doesn't work.
Okay, whatever. It's okay.
Yeah, and I kind of agree because here's the hard truth. Most of our yeses are not going to get full funding.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much nothing is going to get full funding.
But that's the thing. Then
Okay.
you don't even look at the partials because if we were stronger about the yeses, then you don't waste your time looking at
I mean,
the.
you could call
I don't
it like
think
no,
so.
yes, strong, yes, weak. I mean, we could come up with different labels for it, but it's like I do like a third differentiation because I do feel stronger about some of these than others. But I
I will agree with
like
that.
when I went through my own math on my own cheat sheet, which I'm looking over here on my other screen, it's like I didn't give full money to anybody, even the ones I
Yeah.
loved, and I still came in too hot. Like I still came in several thousand
Okay,
dollars.
so
over
what
what
are
I
we
got
gonna-
So
last year.
assume everything is probably partial.
Everything. is
Whatever we
partial
do
in
is
my mind.
probably
I don't-
partial.
I mean, I didn't give anyone everything, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, me neither.
Because we're not go this first pass, we're not thinking about funding at all. So
Okay.
if we just go yes, no, maybe, I think we're okay. If we
Okay.
want to say like if one of the maybes is like maybe bordering on yes, maybe bordering on no, we could do the differentiator. Is that better? Because that's really the only ones that we need to qualify are the maybes.
Maybe plus, maybe negative.
And then if we get a maybe, if we get a yes plus,
Yes, plus. I like that.
yeah.
Yes, maybe. Yeah,
In
yes.
other words, a yes means we definitely want to give them something. Is that what a yes plus is?
A
Let-
yes
we-
means
We
no, a
want to
yes
give them
means-
something,
a yes means we want to give them something. Period.
something, period. Yeah.
Yes.
A yes
Yes,
plus.
anything. Right?
A
Maybe
yes,
is
a
like
yes means,
Yeah.
yeah, let's see if we can work it out.
And
yeah. Let's keep, if we keep going, maybe it will organically work. You know what I mean? Like
well, and just for the record, again, like all of the projects are interesting, right? Like it's not that we don't want to give money to everybody. It's just that,
right.
like,
And then to Judy's point, I know you just wrote maybe plus, maybe minus. Do we want a yes plus and a yes minus too to make it like that much more complicated? Because I hear what you're saying, Judy, that like you want to differentiate the yeses that were like extremely like, yes, we want to give as much money as we can to this one versus yes, but we don't have to give as much money as we want to at that first pass. Or is that too confusing, guys?
Would that
First
be a
pass.
maybe?
Yeah,
yes, maybe no.
yeah,
Oh, say that again, Sarah. I'm sorry I missed that.
yeah. I agree with what you're saying, Sarah.
Could you repeat it,
first
Sarah?
pass.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I said first pass, yes, maybe no.
Perfect. Okay.
And then we drill down from there.
All right.
Let's
do
get
it.
the nose out of there first.
Yeah, that should make it nice and easy. Okay.
I was about to propose that. I'm like, should we change our own process here? I'm sorry that we're taking so much time, but it's okay to maybe work this out.
Right.
Can we focus in on ones that had a strong feeling about a no and maybe just go straight to those and see if people disagree?
I have a controversial no that I'd like to propose. If I want me to skip to the no's, if we're gonna do that, but what do you guys think? We can go straight to our no's. Does everybody have a like absolute no on their list that they could like propose right now?
I got a few.
Let's do it, Ray. You go first.
Wait.
What number?
Wait. Before we take this approach, I'm happy to take the approach. Don't get me wrong, but just a reminder, this is the first time that we have done grant reviews in
Public forum.
an open forum that is being recorded. And
Mhm.
You're saying be careful.
I think we should just go from the top down and have discussion.
So that's a more fair approach.
Yeah.
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 I'm okay either
My
way.
personal feeling would be that going from the top down would be less likely for us to end up in trouble.
To get criticized. Okay, cool. I have hopped around my opinion many times. I would be a terrible, terrible senator, or I'd be a flip-flopper because I'm easily convinced. All right, so okay, officially we're going yes, no, maybe, and we are starting from the top and going down. Final answers, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Okay, so we already said no for the film. We said I forget if we said maybe or yes for the Acton Community Center. Can you guys remind me?
We said maybe.
Yeah.
I wrote
You
it
said
down.
maybe.
Thank you.
Well,
For
so
theater 3.
did we say maybe or did we say yes and the amount TBD?
I think we said maybe.
I think we said maybe.
Okay.
I heard maybes.
Okay. Next, we got Acton Community Chorus. I think they're asking $550 for their concert for winter. I hear the Stars Still Singing. Does anybody have a strong no or yes for this one? Or maybe?
Back to maybe for me.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah,
I
we
put this
funded.
one on the maybe list for me. I like it,
Maybe.
favorable, but I like it. How does it rack up against all the others? I would have it in the maybe camp.
I would say maybe.
Yes, I'm a
All right.
maybe.
The maybes have it. Moving forward. Okay. This one was really interesting. Janet Applefield, Combating Hate and Prejudice. This is to take place at the Littleton High School. It looks like they're serving about 250 students. It's a live testimony from a survivor of the Holocaust. I believe she was a child and published a memoir called Becoming Janet, Finding Myself in the Holocaust. And there's like a number of photos, PowerPoints, Q&A session. Any strong voices for or against, or a strong maybe?
I'm a yes.
I'm a yes.
I'm a yes.
I'm a yes on this. Not going to be many more opportunities
Yeah.
for people to hear.
Yep.
I'm also a yes.
So the only concern I had about this, and like my notes are, I want to go to this.
Yeah.
Like, no specific venue.
Sorry, what did you say, Sarah? You cut out for a second.
Didn't it say Littleton High School? Or maybe I'm wrong.
Yes, it's at Littleton High School.
Littleton High School.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just had the.
I thought it wasn't as firm as that. I'm with Sarah on this one. Let me just scroll down to it.
It says,
I'm
where will the
looking.
project take place? Littleton High School on the front page.
Yeah. My
my
question with this one was that
I think.
it sounded like they had funding elsewhere in some of the details. That was my only question about this one.
For me, my question is the only cost from what I put on my notes, the only like cost of this is the fee for the person who's coming to do it. And it seemed a bit high, in my opinion, compared to the other requests. So I'm not saying I would love to. In fact, if this happens, I'm going to go. I'm going to take my kids. Like, I think this is a great opportunity.
That is.
But I do feel like if the design, because it was a very strong
Proposal.
approach. So I think if this is such a strong approach and you want to share this, then why is the fee so high? For me, it's high for the time that is going to be involved. But I am a
means-
yes, but I'm like, why is it so expensive?
He says
Yes,
that she
but
will,
maybe-
if funds are not available, she will self-fund. The woman is the applicant, though, right? We all,
That's why.
yeah,
That's
right.
why. Yeah, like I think.
Yes,
I
but
think
we
we're not doing
haven't.
funding. I'm a yes, but we'll talk about the money.
We're
later.
going to come back
Yeah, we're
later.
coming
and
back
how
to
much? We're going to come back
Yeah.
later and say
Okay,
how much.
let's move on. This is a yes then, right?
Yes.
I was personally a maybe on this one, racking it against all the other options.
Because there's enough discussion around this that let's just put it as a maybe. We're not saying no.
I thought we said it was a yes. Is it a maybe?
I'm not a yes. I'm a maybe.
I think
I'm
if
not a yes on
one
this
person has a maybe, it's worth putting it as a maybe. I think that's okay.
I think, I think that's okay too.
Mm.
All right, next one.
Okay. We are at is this David Bates? Requesting $550 for See Songs and Stories, a performance for seniors on Wednesday, June 24th at 2025, 1 p.m. at the Littleton Senior Center Council on Aging in Littleton. Anybody have any strong opinions about this one?
I'm a maybe on this one because we've got lots of great options at the senior center, and I just
Yeah.
want to kind of rack and stack them against each other. But to me, so that put me as a maybe on this one.
Me too.
Same.
That being said, like, when we think about what we're funding, let's think about the Littleton Senior Center as its own entity rather than like forgetting that. Let's just balance the number of things we get there, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
there's
what
so
I
many
kind of meant by what I
requests.
said. So
Proportion.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I do.
Okay. So that's an official maybe for
What different audiences are we reaching with who we fund?
Yes. It's a good question. Okay. Next we have Sarang, Colors of South Asian Music, amount requested $1,000. Project will take place in the summer of 2026 in July or August. The project will take place at the Reuben Hoare Library and will serve 100 projected people. does anybody have any strong opinions about this
We
particular
supported
program?
this last year, no?
Yes, they applied last year.
Yes, we gave it last year.
I'm
Yeah,
a
what did we
yes
do?
partial.
I
We-
think, I
we
think
We gave some money last year. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting any feedback, but that doesn't mean that we didn't get good feedback. My brain is Swiss cheese, so I don't remember things like that.
I'd
But
be a
Juliana
maybe
has
this
a really
year.
good point. Like, we
Yeah.
should be figuring out a way to get feedback on these.
Right.
Do people come?
Yeah.
Do they I mean, one.
They all
two, five.
submit that final report that they're all in the share drive. You can look
Yeah.
at them in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
To be honest,
had
I did not look
a
at the
maybe
report on
for
this one.
this.
But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look at that. Why don't we put, yeah, I guess I'd be a maybe, and then I can certainly look in the share drive for us and see
Okay.
if there's anything in there. Okay. Yeah, maybe also because, if that's going to come every year, because it's already come once, even for that.
Mhm.
Okay. So the next,
Wait. Did we decide on that?
a maybe, I think
A
we said.
maybe?
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Next, I think is the town picnic, the Littleton 4th of July town picnic. When will the project take place? On July 4th of 2026 in Fay Park. They're estimating about 250 people that it would serve, and it's basically celebrating the 250th anniversary of the birth of the United States with a traditional picnic. But in particular, the event has a musical performance by the Molly Flannery Trio, and that's what I believe they're specifically looking for money for.
Right.
Any strong opinions on here?
So what I put on my notes is I like that it's a community event in Littleton. It feels more to me like this is a Rotary or even Parks and Rec thing and not so much ours, but I'm okay with a maybe.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a strong yes on this one only because it's in Littleton. It'll serve not only, but mostly Littleton residents. And we don't get a lot of requests like this. I do agree that other things like the Historical Commission and like the Rotary Club and everything else would be good target.
I feel like this is just for Littleton, and it makes me warm and fuzzy.
Same. Yeah. I'm kind of a big proponent, but if one person has as a maybe, I get it.
I'm gonna go with a yes too, but I can't justify that amount.
But we already agreed yes doesn't mean they're getting
Right.
money,
Just
So I'm going to be contrarian, and I'm going to say I'm a no on this one.
Tell us.
Okay.
It doesn't say what we would be funding. Who's even requesting the money? The application was unclear. Is it the town? Is it the Historical Commission? Is it this individual?
What are you doing?
Okay.
The nature of the event feels much more like Rotary Parks and Rec. They have their own budgets.
Exactly.
Go to them.
I agree with you. It doesn't sound like Littleton
I'm a no.
Council for me.
I'm okay to put maybe if the rest of you want to do maybe, but for me personally, I was a no on this one.
I was actually, my note is unclear what money is actually for, how does this relate to us? So
I'm gonna just be honest and I was a solid not really sure. So I will go with the rest of you on this one. And or willing to revisit it if some people are feeling strongly and some people are not.
I'm all right to do it as a maybe. It was one of the less clear applications, which I hate to say, it does ding you a little bit in my mind.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's put it as a maybe and move forward. The only reason
he even says he thinks Rotary may be ancillary.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
As another funding source.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that they were looking for the specific funding for the trio. For the music part of the picnic,
It sounds to me, isn't it more like the Oktoberfest that Parks and Rec organizes? It sounds like that kind of an event, and so it's not for us, and not for us to to sponsor. That's what I'm saying.
It sounded more like an entertainment event
Than a cultural.
which can sometimes be an overlap with culture, but it's
Yeah,
gray area. And for me, this was for me personally, this was the wrong side of the gray area where I was like, somebody else can fund that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
guess
the question is, will somebody else fund it? Right?
Yeah.
They're knocking on, in my opinion, they're knocking at not the right door. You know, like there's other entities in Littleton that do this.
I think there are other applicants that we'll get to later where I feel exactly the same way. Like they're not knocking at the right door.
The only thing I would say too is to remember that the applicant, or the person who's the musical entertainment is a Littleton resident. She's like a jazz musician.
And I know we were talking about this like early on, but now that everyone is on board,
The
I just
historical
want to
commission.
reiterate that our local priorities did not
make it
on the website.
Yeah.
So people that were applying did not see things like I don't even remember what our local priorities are. That's embarrassing. But I think we had more applicants this year than we have previously. Simply because we didn't have those local priorities posted and people were like, woohoo, let's throw it out there.
Or because we're doing such a great job at promoting culture, you guys.
Yes.
One of those.
Both of those.
All right. So maybe, and moving forward, is everybody comfortable with that?
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Okay. We are down to the Pebble Art and Sea Glass Design Workshop
At the senior center.
at the Senior Center, another Senior Center event. Lovely.
And they think that there will be 12 participants.
Yep.
This was a no for me. It just
Yeah.
This was a no
Yeah.
for me.
Also, it's
for
not
me,
a
too.
free. It's also not a free event. It's only for 12 people.
Yes.
It's not free. So I'm also a no.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I'm a no.
My no for this was controversial, and I don't even know if it makes sense or if I should say it out loud. But when I'm like older, like trying to put pebbles with glass would be so difficult. Like, do you know what I mean? Like actually physically, like I can't even do that now. I'm 44. Like I can't, like that would cause more frustration for me but that's not the reason why I'm denying it or anything. But like in my head, I was like, does this make sense for a senior center event? I mean, that's not for me to decide. It's, for me to decide whether or not I want to fund it. But that was like why.
Not
I
even
agree.
kidding. My grandma would have loved that.
So that she is much more dexterous than I was. Yeah.
Like there's no commitment from the senior center. If I'd seen a letter of commitment,
Right. Probably because there's so many other events.
There
happening.
were others, yeah.
So is
Yeah.
everyone okay with a no for that one?
No.
I am.
Everybody, if anybody says,
it's a great
anybody
process.
opposed?
It's
Okay.
not that great.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So we got another one off the list. That's good. I mean, not that we want, it's not good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Moving on.
Discovery Museum is our next applicant. They're requesting $400 for Open Door Connections.
I would like to go with a yes on this one, understanding that we probably won't fund them fully.
Okay.
I feel like the surrounding Sarah and I talked about this one a little bit. That is not just an Acton thing. I mean, I don't know which of us haven't taken our kids or our relatives to that when they were little. I think it's a very worthwhile thing.
If I understand correctly, the cost is based on Littleton visitors, like what they're asking us. So I am a complete yes for that.
Julia, I was just going to say they did think to include, there are 529 Littleton residents over the last year that have visited the museum, which I like that part of their application.
Yeah.
Although the other part of me was like, oh, the Discovery Museum, they probably have tons of funding from a million places.
And the reason they can include data like that is because they have tons of funding from a lot of places.
Right, exactly.
So we're all good with a yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's keep going. We'll
Yep. Okay.
Stronger together.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Can I just interrupt for a minute and just make sure that the quieter people who aren't saying anything are feeling like they know they can jump in if they want to speak? I just feel like sometimes we're rapid fire going through and we're typing in yes, no, and people maybe haven't had a chance.
Have you met
me?
I will speak up. I'm good.
Me too.
I'm all good. If I dissent, you'll all know.
Yeah.
I just think it's really funny. This is probably the only forum in which I'm not one of the quieter people.
The other thing I was going to say is just be cognizant that, like, if you even make a little noise or like, then it cuts out the sound. Because I know I just personally, sometimes people are talking and other people are like, and then I can't hear what's happening. So if you're sort of like, just mute if you're talking off screen, I guess is what I'm saying. Thank you.
This next one that we're about to do from the Unitarian Church, I'm going to recuse myself from decision making or discussion because I am tight with the pastor. So I'm on the next one.
Thank you. Okay, so the Unitarian Church is proposing an art contest called Stronger Together, Art for Democracy in spring of 2026. It's taking place at the Unitarian Church and other local venues. I think they mentioned maybe displaying artwork at the library and the Parish Center in Westford. Exactly. Right. Does anybody have any strong feelings about this one?
I like it.
I'm a yes on it.
I like it's a bigger audience. It's like, I think they said 300 and it's encouraging artists in town. So I think it's a great thing.
And they're showing it at 3 venues, which is a little bit more diverse, I think.
And they're advertising it to the high school art club. Like, I think it's great. Like, I don't see any negatives.
Yeah, I like that they also already have a co-sponsor, that's locked in to co-sponsor with them. So they've got.
I honestly thought this was one of the stronger ones.
Yeah.
I was just a maybe, but I'm fine to just leave it at that, and then we can come back to it later. You guys have some good feelings on it, so I'm fine.
Ray, would you be okay with it if we put it as a yes and came back in terms of
obviously not full funding, but
wait,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I just said we don't have to give them full funding. We can, we'll see how much is left.
Sure, that's fine with me.
Is it really?
It was in a maybe, so like for me, it's just like the council majority is a yes. I'm not gonna die on the hill of arguing against that one. There are a few others that I'm gonna save my ammunition for.
There's a couple but this is not the one either. Okay, awesome.
Okay, so our yes and moving on for that. Next is from the Fitchburg Art Museum, which
yes, and it's probably going to be a small amount, but that's okay.
I agree. I have a yes.
Year, right, where we fund we provide a small amount of funding to the Fitchburg Art Museum, not only because we support it, but also because they promote us.
Mm-hmm. I have a question here. Isn't what the money they're asking to pay for the prices for the artists? So this is not like, if I understand correctly, this is not to give free access like the other museum, right, to people. This is the money that they're asking is to support, I guess, the prices for the people who win, for the artists. That's why if it were free access to the museum, I'm a full absolute yes, because I believe everyone should have access to the museum. But if the money that we're giving is to go to the artist as a prize, I'm not a strong supporter of that.
That says it's covering the salary costs for presenting the exhibition, which include the time of the curator, assistant curator, collections manager, and marketing manager. The budget does not include general administrative overhead.
Number 10, though, Juliana, I had written down question mark prize money.
Yeah,
so maybe
$1,400 as prizes under supplies and materials. Excuse me.
Yeah, but I'm saying Art for Democracy, I wrote prize money, so I don't know, I don't have that to read in front of me. If that was part of what we'd be
I
funding.
honestly don't remember, but like I read this as
Are we back to the other one before?
No,
Both of them. You're right. You're right, Kathy. And on both of them, I wrote the same thing. The money for the artist, but the difference is the artist on number 10 on the previous one are the people from the town. You know, they're not like artists, but aspiring artists, like Littleton High School students. Or if I were to aspire to be an artist, I could go and expose my art and maybe win. And I think that is very different from being an artist as a profession, as a professional, and then getting a prize. Like, I think those two things are very different. So I'm more like the 10, I'm a strong yes. This one, because of how the money is being used, I would be a no. But I'm okay if you guys are super strong with it. Like, I'm okay to be swayed to.
But I'm not sure that's true.
In the Fitchburg Arts Museum, this is for their arts and craft exhibition, which is for local artisans within 30 miles.
I was going to say it's an arts and crafts exhibition.
Yeah, it's not
It's not for, because I wrote in my notes, maybe I made a mistake, but I wrote,
like, I 100% agree with you that, like, if it was going towards prize money, I would say no.
and it's not, maybe, I don't know why I put that on my notes. I have made a mistake. I'm going to look back.
I didn't see that in here. I saw them talking about people that have salaries that have to be paid to be there, and
under project budget, it does say prizes $1,400 under supplies and materials.
That's where it came from.
That's what I saw. Thank you, Kiki.
Can I offer, like, I say
where the money is going.
I say we put this one as a maybe and come back to it, just because it sounds like there's some pretty strong opinions about it. I also thought, in my opinion, like, we funded this many years in a row, which is like a support for it, but also like we have so many applications this year, maybe we don't because we want to give it to something else for once.
We had this discussion last year too, right? Like, but so many, not as many, but we had so many applications last year and we didn't have even this much money.
Right.
But what we decided last year, and I'm not saying we have to do the same thing this year. I'm just like making sure that everyone, especially those who are new, know what our logic was last year we decided that we were going to fund it at a small amount so that we could have our Littleton Cultural Council brand on all of the things that the Fitchburg Museum is doing. And I know that sounds very mercenary, but at the same time, like, it's also practical. So with maybe, but like, just everybody keep that in your head that, like, we also need to generate funds for the Littleton Cultural Council.
Yeah, last year they only requested 300 and we gave them 100, just as a sort of.
Okay, I'm okay
they
with
requested less this year, I think, right?
Right, so they only requested 250 this year.
And we can still give them 100. We don't have to give them 250.
Right.
Or we can give them 50. This is.
I also think that when we look at these budgets, like, that's their budget for the entire program, right? So they're not necessarily saying that they want 250 for this exact thing. Like, this is their whole program. So I think that's, I hear the concern about prizes, but I didn't really read it as they were asking for our 250 specifically for prizes, that out of their $8,200 budget, you know, some of it was prizes, but
how about
I guess it's splitting hairs, but.
And I also want to acknowledge that in the current climate, it is challenging for nonprofits and particularly art nonprofits. That doesn't mean that we can fill all those gaps, right?
So it sounds like it's a solid maybe with further discussion needed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a yes and a challenges to how much. But that's just me. I'm willing to be voted down.
I'm in favor of a maybe.
I'm also
Yeah.
in favor of a
Same.
maybe.
I'm a yes.
Okay, so maybe. We said one maybe was a maybe, so let's
Oh, okay.
Okay, so maybe on the Fitchburg Art Museum. Next, we have Sean Fullerton, Creek Alley, a tribute to American folk music and 1960s folk rock on Thursday, June 11, 2026 at the Council of Aging. Says it's going to serve about 35 people. Anybody else?
And the whole 600 is for the artists.
Yeah.
Yes, for their salary.
And
Yeah.
also, this is also an event that costs $55 to $60
They're charging for it.
to attend. Yes.
Wait,
No, it says the artist program.
Where
is
was
free.
that?
Oh, sorry, I skipped one. I'm sorry.
I'm not seeing them.
100.
Oh, you're thinking
Yeah.
of the Grow
Great.
Native one? The
I
next one?
skipped one. I'm so sorry. I'm
That's okay.
seeing
Because I had that
myself
same
here.
note for the next one too, Julie. So yeah, Juliana. Okay, so Creek Alley is not going to be charging. This is just the Friends of the Council. The Council on Aging. Looking for $600. Obviously, we don't have to determine budgets, but is
It's
anybody
only for
like?
30 people, no?
Yes, only for 30 people.
Well,
Director Megan Murphy is
projecting.
involved in the
That
program
30
planning.
30
Oh,
people is
sorry.
what he's projecting. It's not like 100 people could come.
No, I know. But if that's their projection, it seems like a big ask for such a small projection is what I'm trying to say.
Ray, is this one that you wanted to hold up and compare with the other ones going
Yeah.
to the COA?
Yeah, I was a maybe on this one. I didn't have a very strong feeling, positive or negative.
I felt the same way because we already kind of maybe'd another singer. So
Yeah, and just for my own knowledge, is this like if it goes to the Council on Aging, is it open to just any senior resident? Because in his description he said they travel to different assisted living venues and rest homes a lot. And so I was like, oh, is this just going to the Life Care Center, or is this just
At the council? It says it's at the Council of Aging.
Okay, so
It's at the senior center.
Yeah.
It would be at the senior center.
So it's
any
Mark-
senior.
Yeah, I mean, those things are marketed, but anybody can go. I mean, like I had a friend of mine that did one there, and there were people that were like his little groupies that are not technically seniors that went,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, I think it's more.
Wait. I want to back up a second. Groupies?
You know, the 1960s folk scene has a lot of people who are really into it.
No, I know. Yeah.
Not this guy, but I'm just saying these things are like theoretically, if it's at the senior center, anyone can go. It's that's who it's marketed toward.
But I think what Kiki just said is really important. It's theoretically.
Right.
Yep. I'm a yes on this one, but if we want to put it as maybe, I won't fight anybody on that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Ray on I'd like to sort of stack up. There's a lot from the Council of Aging and the Senior Center. So I'm kind of in this place of, I'd like to see maybes on all of them and then see what they all are and kind of look at this field there.
I feel exactly the same way.
Okay,
I
good.
kind of want
So
to look at those as a bundle almost and be like, let's
Yeah, so I was just going to say, so at
one.
the end, we say there are 5 for the senior center. How do we feel about them?
Yeah. So can
saying?
we pre-maybe all of those, Ray? Like in the spreadsheet, just pre-maybe all the Council on Aging?
I don't remember which they all are, but
that's
we
okay.
typically hit them as maybes when we get to them. If that's
That's
right.
fine.
Yeah, they're not listed like as that location because they're
they're not
technically
listed
by
that way.
each artist.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's maybe that one. That's the one we can
Well,
just.
wait, let's not maybe it. Let's I don't know, designate it differently.
Can you write maybe /COA? That way we know they're all from Council of Aging.
Agree.
Yeah.
What was the
I
one
don't
before
remember
this
which.
that was the same?
Yeah.
It was the Sea
The one
Songs.
Yes.
The seasongs, right?
songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pebbles and art
There was
class
a,
was
um,
Pebbles and art
You're
class.
right.
Yeah, but
Pebbles
we,
and art
5.
class and
But we
we
said
gave
no
that
on
a
that
Davis
no.
one.
Bates.
We did that a no.
Yeah, we said
We
no
gave
on
Pebbles and
Pebbles.
Arts a no anyway, so I
Yeah,
don't
that's
but
a
for
no,
the-
yeah.
For the ones that are
Outside
maybes,
the
I'll
bylaw.
tag in the COA. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
maybes, I'll tag in the COA.
Yep.
Good call.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next is the Grow Native Massachusetts Inc. They're requesting $1,000. Project Discipline of Literature. It's brunch with the author Leanne Henyon, April 26th at the Bull Run Restaurant in Shirley. They're estimating 200 people. This is the one I believe they're
Yeah.
charging $55 to $65 for a full brunch and book signing.
I'm a no on this.
I said no.
Same.
No.
I am a no too. I don't think it would attract many Littleton
Yeah.
residents, and the price is I mean, it's
Pretty prohibitive.
55 to
Yeah, it
$60
is.
is a lot of money.
Is
Yeah,
anybody
I'm a no.
not a no?
I'm a no.
No,
Right.
Okay.
Agreed.
Refrigerator's open.
Okay, great. Next, KevTech Services Inc.
That's
out of-
again for the senior center.
is it?
The digital art.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
8 classes for photography using iPhones, which I think is fantastic, but it's
It's
I would
expensive.
say it's a maybe for the Council of Aging. Or
Okay,
however.
maybe COA for this one.
I was actually a pretty firm no on this
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
why am I funding a private class?
What? Sorry, where are we?
We're on
Right,
the
KevTech
Kevin
Services Inc.
Figuerillo.
Kev Tech Services, yeah.
I think photography is really cool, and if the seniors are taught how to use their phones and could have that as a like something to pursue in their personal time, I think it's a really nice thing to do and to learn. So I'm not opposed to the idea. I wouldn't fully fund it, and it was like a maybe in comparing it to other things, but I see what you're saying about it being a private class, but I think they would, like, I would see my parents having a blast learning about this. They don't even live here, but learning about this and then using their knowledge to, wherever they go on hiking or hikes or trails or, I don't know.
I guess I looked at this differently as a locally sponsored technology training class.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ask myself, why would my local culture council fund a technology training class? And it just didn't seem to fit for me, which is why I'm a no.
Yeah,
guess-
it does.
I
I know
guess
that
didn't-
it's brush use, layering, and composition, as well as fundamental photography basics like lighting, framing, and editing. So I didn't see it as
it
a like
just-
this is
yeah.
how to use my iPhone.
I didn't see
I
that
saw it-
either.
Yeah.
I
I
saw
saw
it as a photography class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using that tool.
Right.
I saw it as a photography class using the smartphone photography and then that app on an iPad, as
Yeah.
opposed to I'm still a maybe on it. Like I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't see it as a technical class of like I'm going to teach seniors how to use their phone. I saw it more as like trying to use this as a digital art, photography class.
So maybe it's just the way I read it, but that's how they seem to describe themselves,
Yeah.
is as a tech training class.
Well, it
Like
says
we have
here
30
that-
years of customer service. We've been offering technology classes in Greater Boston. We worked with members of these communities, to offer them education and guidance with technology. I don't know.
Yeah,
felt
but it
like a
says
tech training class.
the proposed project, it says, offers a series of creative classes focused on smartphone photography and Procreate on the iPad, learning digital illustration techniques, including brush use, layering, composition, and fundamentalist basics like lighting,
Yeah.
framing, and editing.
Yeah.
I want any of that. I'll ask my
I'm
grandchild.
just telling you what impression I was left with on this and why I would vote no.
I
But,
think
if
we
you
should-
guys overrule me and make it a name, maybe we can make it a
I'm
name.
a big
I
no.
think we ought
I
to
was
lump
kind of
it in with
firm
the
no on
senior center stuff because it's at the senior
Right.
center and it may be worthwhile teaching, talking about the complexities of photography and stuff. And yes, it's on an iPhone, so there's technology involved, but it's still something that I think could be valuable, but it's part of the senior center. They have so many asks.
So
So,
why don't we just put it as a maybe senior center and
and lump them together and go
compare
through them.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
Also,
Are you okay with that, Ray?
for what
Not
it's
really, but I'll let you guys overrule me if that's the vote.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm with you, Ray. Ray, I'm with you. You're not alone.
I also feel like the COA
Before we move on, for what it's worth, I have it noted as maybe, but good supporting letter. And sometimes that makes a difference.
Well, I was going to say the supported letter to me looked like they were confused about what it was also. Because the letter to me makes it look like they think it's something to teach people how to use their iPhones. But I read it as a class about photography. So that's another kind of thing that sways me to know.
Yeah, look at their letter.
Right. Yeah. Anyway. But we can say maybe and discuss.
While we deliberate, maybe go to the KevTech Services website also and just kind of see how they market themselves as an institution.
I'm doing that right now. I'm actually doing that right now.
So I'll mark it as maybe, but this is one of the hills I will die on. I don't want to fund this. So
yeah,
cool.
I don't like this one.
I will say I don't feel strongly about this one.
Honestly, if we were gonna compare it, I think others are better. So it's gonna be a no in the end. So
I think it'll be a no.
My opinion is let's just put a no because it will be a no. If you compare, I think it's a great idea if it's a photography class, but if I compare it to the other senior center things, it will be a no. So I think my proposal.
You mean the other ones were better?
Yeah, I think so.
And just to be clear with the group, since it's a public meeting, and to just make sure I'm explaining my negative, like the service is fantastic. It's a needed thing. It's just not, to me, it's not fitting in with Culture Council priorities, in my opinion.
Yeah, well,
that
I agree.
Website's not making me feel any better.
And I agree that I wouldn't even personally lump it in with the COA because I feel like the other COA ones are more like events, like musical acts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I see this one as sort of an outlier that I wouldn't even really compare to the others.
Exactly. So let's not use more time. Okay.
All right. What did we sorry, I was just looking at their website. What did we decide? No?
No.
Right, we decided no.
All right, I love it. Let's go. Next is Littleton Middle School. Am I right?
It says middle school and then it says high school both.
Littleton Middle School and the
high school too.
And now I see race, racism, and American music, March of 2026. Then it says Littleton High School. Oh, because it's for the middle school, but it will take place at the Littleton High School.
At the high school. Yeah. That's the location.
Yep, 400 people in school.
My vote is yes, but maybe not the full amount.
I agree with that.
Same.
Yeah. Let's just keep going and we'll. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I was a maybe, but I'm okay to put it as a yes because I would be fine with a partial funding. So, like, to me, I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
And it also says Littleton PTA is trying to cover it.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Great.
I was confused because this second one is the same thing. I couldn't understand.
There's double. So there's two. Is this Ball and House?
Mm-hmm. So Ball in the House.
So the Music Association and the little, is it the PTA? Oh no, who else is trying?
It's actually the middle school at the high school, I think.
There's two requests for the same event for funding. So the Littleton Music Association.
No. Seriously, like if we can't figure it out, I think we should just say no.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that's awful.
They applied. You mean so like they had, because they both applied for the same one, like Littleton High School and Littleton High School and Littleton Music Association both applied for the same grant.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's punitive. I don't want to be punitive in any way. I don't want to punish anybody for like messing up, but like it is confusing for us. Like,
but I don't think we're punishing anyone if we say no to the second one. That's a little bit less clear, and we said yes to the first one, and then think about how much we're gonna give them. We are still supporting the event, and I think it would be important whenever we do the replies to say, hey, we received double ask for this project, so we are like not funding yours,
Yeah.
it came second. I don't know.
That might be an education for them. They're a new organization too this year.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I think
Go, Sarah, go ahead.
we said for just like, you need to like fulfill the requirements that we've asked for, right? Like so you have to answer the questions that we've given.
Yeah.
And you can't submit for the same thing twice. That seems pretty basic to me.
Does that also mean that we don't fund the Littleton High School one request as well?
No,
Or is it
I
just?
don't agree.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think so, because what if it's just a mistake of someone who misunderstood that you were gonna do it, Melissa, and then I did. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not gonna fund it twice.
No. I'm not saying we're gonna fund it twice. What I'm saying is we put the first one, number 15, as a yes, and then think about how much we give them, and we put number 16 as a no. And when we reply to both of them, we need to make a note saying, hey, by the way, we received 2 times, you need to get your situation, whatever.
Yeah, I was just going to mention really briefly, I don't know if anybody knows, but so, Fine Arts Boosters of Littleton is kind of like the corporate, not corporate parent, but like the 501c3 that Littleton Music Boosters and Littleton Drama Boosters kind of like rolled to all these years. And recently, Littleton Music Boosters kind of seceded from Fine Arts Boosters and became their own conglomerate, like Littleton Music Association. So they no longer, like, they're basically a brand new sort of organization. And I'm sure that's part of this, like, right. They're just like trying to figure it out. So I think that's probably like why there was like a double dipping here.
They will learn from this process, but that shouldn't be a reason why not to support this.
Yeah, I think it would be a good. Like, I agree that we should just put a little note when we say the no, to say, hey, FYI, somebody else applied for the same one, and you guys internally maybe need to have a conversation going forward about who's.
I would love that, yeah, if we could, just so that they're not discouraged, because I want them to be a successful organization in getting funding in the future and not be discouraged. But yeah, okay, let's say no then.
Things that would be like I've talked about many times, and unfortunately have not been particularly effective in following up on is like, we need to give people feedback, right? Like, they don't know how to get better.
Right.
Let's teach them how to get better, how to present their story. Sorry, I should use on camera, but yes.
No, you that's the smart thing to say, Sarah. Anyone else have any strong opinions, or can we go with no, yes for the other one and no for this one?
Yeah, yes for 15 and no for 16. Perfect.
Okay.
For that.
Karen, give me a nod, Karen. Yes, she gave me a nod. Good. I know if it's okay with Karen, it's okay with me. She gave me the thumbs up.
All right. Jen, too. I haven't seen you do something.
You're funny. I've been following along. I will say something if I strongly disagree.
Of course. All right. So now we're at Littleton STEM Educational Foundation, Littleton Robotics. Katie Bonner, who I believe used to be on the Littleton Cultural Council, right?
A couple years ago.
Yep. Project Disciplines Media Arts. She's teaching school-age children the technical and artistic skill for taking photos, making short films that promote robotics and STEAM. So science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I did too.
At first I was like, oh, well, it's, maybe it's science, it's more STEM, but she said STEAM. She said that's right. And we don't get a lot of film stuff in town, which I like, is a cool discipline. I would say yes for this one.
I'm a yes too. It merges arts with engineering, and I think that's super cool. And the money goes for having more equipment so that people, like students, could have a more hands-on experience. I'm a yes. Because it's gonna work not only this year, but it's a great investment. I see it that way. Anyone a no? Okay.
I'm a yes for all the same.
No, I'm a yes.
I'm fine with yes.
Excellent.
Cool. Okay. Next, jazz ukulele.
COA.
Whoop, whoop.
Maybe
You guys wanna do
COA.
maybe COA for this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was a firm no on this one, but I'm spending my no capital, so I'll save that for another time. I'll put maybe COA.
We're going to lump all the council. We've already agreed we're going to lump all the ones coming
I'm
from
fine
that.
with that. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. The other one I felt a little more strongly than this one, so I'm fine. Maybe COA, and we can move on.
Cool.
Is this in a concert or is it lessons?
Really though.
You mean the jazz ukulele, or
Yeah.
are you talking about the next one on the list?
No, I was talking about jazz ukulele.
I think it's a concert.
It's a concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know they do people
There's another one that is classes that I have more opinions about. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the next one on the list, isn't it?
Yeah, Dave Maloof, music and education event, 7 program
Music
options,
education
spring,
event.
summer, or fall. 2026, outdoors or indoors at a local venue. Sounds like the venue's not secured. Estimated number of people served, 30.
The program's not secured. He's got 7 things
It's
he's saying that
7
we can just
options,
pick.
yeah.
Yeah, what's with
For
that
me,
7
it
options?
It seems like it's a project where we would need to work with the organizer to set what the
Yeah.
event would be, where it would be. Like it doesn't work that way, and I think we need
Yeah.
to be clear
Yeah.
when
I'm
we
a no.
respond.
Helping me.
So that's
like
a no
this-
for me.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't understand the assignment a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a no.
Yeah, same.
No,
Okay, no, perfect. Let's move on.
Okay.
you have to be there.
Just back to Sarah's point about no with feedback. Is there anything that we want to add? Or I mean, we can talk about that later too.
I think we reserve. That's what we did last year. Our December meeting, we talked about the specific feedback that we were going to give.
You're
I
right,
think right
Kiki.
now, just we should keep. Yeah.
Well,
Good call. Just keep plugging along.
We have to wait until after the
Right. We have to wait for the system to
model
start.
is over. And
Right.
then-
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so next, Teresa Mayo, song styling, Teresa Mayo vocalist,
Maybe COA.
another council on aging. So let's maybe in council on aging it.
Yeah.
I was a no on this because I felt like there wasn't really any information at all. It was like I will bring song sheets and sing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it didn't really have any information about what kind of songs or no, you're right.
I
It
mean,
was
I'm,
really
I'm
short.
happy to keep. I'm happy to do
What's
it.
that?
Maybe COA, but for me, it was a no.
Oh, I was a no
I
on this
thought
one
it was
too.
kids.
I was actually a no on this one as well. It's kind of a unclear application with kind of vague objectives. In my opinion.
I vote because it's gonna be a no eventually. I vote for it to go to a no now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Okay, so no on that one. We're whittling down those COA events, guys. Good job. Okay. Cognitive function, music, blah blah blah.
Music
Dance.edu. This looks.
I'm a maybe COA. I think that's super fun.
Yeah.
This is
So
actually
one's
actually not
technically
at the
Life Care
COA.
Center of Neshoba Valley. This is
Yeah,
not a
Life
COA
Care.
event.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I
Like
thought it was.
That's okay.
This
Yeah.
is the hip hop chair dance for seniors that we funded it for the last couple of years.
So
they do
it's
it.
for seniors, but not in Littleton. Okay, I
It is in
understand.
Littleton. It is in Littleton.
Care
It's
Center.
at
It
the
is in
Life
Littleton.
Care Center in Littleton.
Life Care
So
Center.
life,
Foster.
yeah,
It's the
Life
the
Care
assisted living
is-
facility.
assisted
Yes.
living
Ah,
facility
okay.
over on Foster Street.
But isn't this the same? Even if it's not COA, it's the same thing, no?
No.
Like
No.
For the
Not the
residents
same
there,
audience.
Juliana. So
Life
like the
Care Center is like a part nursing rehab. It's
Oh, okay, okay.
it's very different, but they do bring in entertainers. My mother,
Okay.
my son-in-law's mom was there.
Regardless, I am a maybe yes.
Yeah, I'm a yes for this one. I
Yeah,
think it's
I'm a
nice to
yes.
offer it every year, and I know it's been really well received in the past and well attended. I think so.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
I was a yes on this one.
Yeah.
I'm a yes on this one.
Same.
It's been well received. We've funded it for like 5 years, and it's always well received.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Any
Yes.
strong opposition, or are we good to yes it and move on?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't need to be full funding as it none of the yeses
Right.
do,
Yeah.
but, like, I would
Implied.
say yes.
Recuse yourself, Ray.
Well,
Adrian
it's not, she submitted the application. I'm happy to shut up though, if you guys prefer that. But it's PTA is the application. She just
It's the
typed it in.
PTA. Yeah, it's just
yeah, of course.
Well, I didn't even put that together.
I'll be honest, that's the primary reason I added this extra column is I'm like, I just the one asking for the money.
Yeah. Fair point.
But I can shut up though if you guys.
No, I'm joking. Obviously,
That's why all the no's you're saving it, the money.
I think
you
clocked it.
This is an exact repeat of what we funded last year, just in case anybody wasn't.
Yes, we funded it last year. I think it was great. It was super well received. Everyone loved it. So I'm a big yes.
So the team of Bionic educators includes elite adaptive athletes and experienced classroom teachers. So basically, this was really well received and reviewed by all of the kids. So the 8th grade students attend a small group adaptive sports clinic where they witness participation with fellow students competing in sports-related activities with adaptive athletes. So I was a yes on this one.
Is anyone a no?
All right.
Okay, moving on. Next, Neshoba Players. They're doing Connected the Musical at the Parish Arts Center in Westford. Estimating about 500 people.
Isn't this the one that was for the LGBTQ community? Or something?
Yes.
It said something. I like that because when we did the survey, we said we wanted to include, all audiences, and so I like that, to be inclusive.
Is that this one?
It also has
where was that?
I didn't see that. Yeah. This one was Connected the Musical unpacks the power and dangers of the internet. This new piece of queer theater. Yep, that features the coming out story of Gabriel Corelli, a teenage ice skater, as his coach Abby escapes from an abusive marriage.
Yeah.
So people of all ages have something to appreciate with Connected. It helps people from 2 generations understand each other.
The audience projection is bigger, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like 500, I think.
I am a yes.
I'm a yes.
I'm a yes. Neshoba Players, I feel like they're a good organization.
I'm a big yes.
Anybody not a yes?
Okay.
I was maybe, but I'm willing to be yes.
I was going to say maybe, but okay, if you be a yes.
Okay, as long as the maybes.
Sarah, you're muted. Sarah, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm okay, but like everyone said, right? It's all gonna a wrangle. I don't know. It's been a long day. Sorry. All gonna wash out as we try to figure out the dollars.
Right.
Yes. Oh, most of my yeses are partials anyway.
Yep.
I feel like that's kind of, we've stated that any yes is not saying we're not talking about amount. We're just yesing or knowing right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember last year, maybe I'm making this up, but I remember last year, once we got to the yeses, it was kind of easier because we were like, well, we want to give all of them something. So then it was easier to break down the money that way, which was kind of cool. But yeah, so
ways to do the math.
Yeah, for sure. So as long as the 3 maybes are okay with us moving to yes, is anybody anti that?
No.
Oh, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to move on to Neshoba Symphonic Band, which is a $500 amount requested. Neshoba Symphonic Band.
It's in Bolton.
It is.
Is this? I'm sorry. Is that close?
Yeah.
It's right below Harvard. It's under Harvard.
Right after Harvard.
15 minutes.
It's
I still need to learn my Massachusetts map.
That's okay. I'm still learning. I've lived here my whole life. I went to Norwell the other day for a soccer tournament. And I was like, where am I? Am I on the South Shore? Am I in the North Shore? I have no idea where Norwell is. I still don't. I went there twice.
I can
Norwell's way south.
Okay.
Metro West or something like that.
No, Norwell's way south.
Connecticut. I don't know. So anyway, back to the Neshoba Symphonic Band. They're a school-based community ensemble dedicated to rehearsing and performing music for a full concert band. They have 90 musicians in central Massachusetts. They're doing 3 chamber concerts at Neshoba Regional High School in Bolton. I believe we funded them in the past.
Yes.
So I'm a maybe for this one.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I was a maybe. I was a maybe.
I'm a
Okay.
maybe too.
It'd be nice, but I'd like to see how it racks up with everything else.
Yes, great point. Anybody uncomfortable with maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe you're uncomfortable, or maybe
Let's go with maybe.
All right, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's put that a solid maybe. Next, Neshoba Valley Chorale. They are looking for $500 for their 50th anniversary concert.
I just was trying to look something up. So just as an FYI, last year we were a no on them, on the Neshoba Symphonic Band, because we had said because it wasn't Littleton or local, we had noted just as an FYI, because I was like, I don't think we gave them something last year. Sorry.
No.
That's okay. Thank you for clarifying that, because my remembrance was that we did. So I'm glad that you brought that up.
Well, and that's a super helpful point. Again, given that our local priorities did not get posted.
Right.
So
yeah,
doesn't mean that we can't prioritize based on the area, as far as I understand. But
the one thing that I did like about this is that it's the only symphonic band providing musicians without applying and auditioning.
Ooh.
That was the only thing that I noticed, that if you are trying to be higher level and you can't get into Juilliard training or whatever, this could be something that is useful. What I didn't notice is how often we don't know how often Littleton kids are part of it. And my kids are very not musical. And so we stayed local with our little things. And so, but that was the only thing that I thought of. So
yeah, it would be nice if they included how many Littleton residents were a part of the band, is what you sort of mean. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything there that helped me with that.
yeah, but I mean, for national level grants, they're probably going to do that. But for local grants,
Right.
that's a lot of work.
And it's a performance too. So
and it's open to the public. So yeah. Okay.
after those points, does anybody want to switch strongly away from maybe, or
It's still a maybe.
Yeah.
all right?
Maybe
so
can become no.
Yeah.
We can see.
Okay. All right, maybe. Sorry, moving on to Neshoba Valley Chorale's 50th anniversary concert, January 18th, 2026, the Groton Dunstable Performing Arts Center, projecting 535 people. They are doing their anniversary celebration with favorites that they've done over the years. Anybody? I was a yes for this. They're kind of well known in the area, and a lot of people in our
I think
town
a lot of
participate.
people, I think there are a lot of people, I don't think it's a Groton thing. I think it's pretty well all the way around.
It
here.
is.
That is.
There's a lot of I know a lot of people who are
There's-
singing it.
I know people who
Yeah,
do too.
there's singers in Littleton that I know.
Yeah.
who are-
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
It gives them an outlet.
And it's kind of nice to say that you're part of their 50th too, because I didn't even know they'd been around that long until I read the application.
Yeah, it's
So.
a big deal. Cool. So let's say yes, unless anybody has a
Yes.
strong opinion.
And they
Nope.
will dip into their reserve fund if necessary. So they're saying just a little will be helpful, which I
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah.
And also, we're not saying we're going to fund everything. We're just
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
But yeah, all in. I mean,
Oh, and they included a resident. I forgot about this. They included a resident who does sing with them, who lives here, which I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah,
a
they
letter.
had a
nice.
Littleton. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like that. Cool. So yes, good. And then we have
Belly dancing.
belly dancing
Belly dancing with the seniors. So they can jazz ukulele and then they can
No more jazzercise. Now we're gonna belly dance.
We got 50 hip scarves. 50 hip scarves.
Judy, you and I can go together if we
There you go.
All I remember, guys, is that for my dad's 50th birthday, my mother made me go across the street to my neighbor's house during his birthday party because a belly dancer was coming to the party. So I was prevented from celebrating or seeing the belly dancer. Now I've seen the pictures. I don't think that's the kind that it was going to be at the council.
Are you sure it was a belly dancer?
I've seen the pictures, Judy, but that is a great point. That's a great point.
That's just what your mother told you.
Say a belly dancer.
You got like rose-colored glasses on there, Melissa.
Right. I don't know. I see what you're saying. But I don't think that's going to be the kind that's going to the Council of Aging, guys. So I think we're safe.
Picture on there. She's got a picture on there from Peabody and Medford.
It's just a 1 hour class, if I understand correctly.
Right. But I think it should just be the maybe COA, and we can
add it another seniors.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go through. We'll come up with which one we really want to.
No, seriously, we should all go, Ray.
Yeah, one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Very cute. Okay, cool. So yes. Sorry, maybe COA.
Maybe.
Next is Open Deer 4. Oh, not Deer. Open Door Theater of Acton. They are asking for $750 for Honk the Musical. Anybody have any objections or emphatic yeses?
I am an emphatic
yes.
It's a big audience. It's 6 performances. It's target for disabled. It couldn't be better. And the prices, there is a cost to but it's I think $10 or something like that's something that
This is pretty well. I think the area pretty well knows about Open Door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been to an Open Door theater.
I really like their mission. I've never actually went to one of their events, shamefully. I wish I had, but I just love their mission, and I'm a yes.
So is anyone a no?
Yes, with again the caveat that we look at the amount.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I love Honk. It's an integrated cast of 60 plus deaf, disabled, and non-disabled actors, which I just love that whole idea. Awesome. Very diverse.
Talk about being inclusive.
Right. Exactly. That's their whole mission, is to make sure that there's sensory friendly performances and inclusivity and this organization. Okay.
We're a yes on that?
Yes, we're a yes.
Okay. It could be our poster child.
All right, moving forward. Reuben Hoare Library is the applicant. They are looking for $850 for Peter Canizzaro's Good Trouble Circus show in the summer of 2026 to take place at the Reuben Hoare Library, serving about 120 people. Actually, it said 120 and then it said 75 in another section. Maybe youth serve 75.
Youth, yes, 100.
Got it. There's the distinction.
People, youth, yes.
Right.
Because it's a circus of some sort. I don't know.
It's their usual summer reading. You know how they always put in, it's their end of the summer reading kind of performance. We funded whatever it was. It's always something different, but
yeah. And I'm a yes for this one.
I'm a big yes.
Me too.
Yes, I'm good with yes,
but I'm not sure on this one because I was actually not clear whether this was interactive or if it was just
Sarah, you glitched. You're glitching a little bit. If you want to just start over, sorry.
Maybe for you, Sarah.
Better.
Yes.
Better. Great.
So far.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I was just struggling with this one because I think it's fantastic. Love the idea of teaching kids risk, but I was not clear on whether or not it was interactive or if it was just some guy standing in front of the kids.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same opinion. Like, it looks like a very good event for the library. Is it a cultural event? I mean, the way it's presented makes it seem like a cultural event, but is the content cultural enrichment, or is it more like a development teaching activity. It put me more in the maybe camp. I think I actually wrote down no at first, but I think I'm kind of a maybe on this one. Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Sorry.
And there's not a set date. The library did request it themselves, which is a good sign, but like, I don't know.
Well, I think there's a set date because it's the end of the summer reading program.
This is one of
Right.
Give me a second. This is one of those issues, or this is one of those moments where it's challenging because I think it's a wicked good program. And I think it's like, it's just not quite what we should be funding.
Are you guys both okay if we said maybe for now and tabled it? Or are we like strong no?
I just, out of curiosity, who do you think is the right door to ask for this money? If it's not us?
I don't know.
Like for me, like the other ones that I said that seemed more Parks and Rec were a clear no for us. Like I wondered, like I want to try to understand more your approach and why you would say no. Like who would support this if not the cultural?
There's a Friends of the Library.
Schools, human services, government programs. I don't know. It's not. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sarah.
I mean,
Sorry.
there is
Juliana, I'm more than happy to have this conversation. I'm just not sure this is the right time to do it.
Yeah.
Because we can disagree.
It says, I'm reading what it says. It says he's a variety artist that specializes in juggling, magic, and physical comedy, trained by a master clown. He lives to create funny material. His skills include juggling, balancing feats, clown and dad jokes.
Yeah, just for perspective, last year we funded this same thing, not the same program, but we funded the end of the summer reading program, and it was a Jungle Jim who was also a clown and juggler.
Yeah, so and great point, Kiki, that like the overarching thing is to support kids joining the summer reading program. Like that might entice them if there's like a performance. I didn't think about that piece of it. I don't know if that's what you were also kind of implying, but
that's kind of where I kind of land with it, is sort of that it's this idea of like supporting the participants and it's a high energy sort of fun thing. That I think it's cultural because it's creative. I'm not so hung up on is it interactive or not, I guess. I think it's interactive because you're watching a guy juggle and run around the room as a clown. But
and even though I've only been in Littleton for 1 year, but I can say that all the programs that I've attended with my kids for the library have been fantastic. So if this is something that the library is promoting, I would assume it's gonna be equally great.
Yeah, I don't think my debate is whether or not it's going to be fantastic. It's just like, is the Culture Council the one to fund it? That's two different questions in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I think we should. So maybe we can put it as a maybe and discuss later.
Yeah, and the full project is $850, so they're only asking for us to fund a portion of it, anyways. But
that'd be
no, they're asking for the whole.
They're asking for the full $850. You know what it was last year? We just partially funded it.
Yeah, just because they ask for $850 doesn't mean we have to give $850.
That's right, because there is a Friends of the. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds like we're overarching as a maybe to have further discussion.
Yes. Yeah. I would also like all of us to set aside any of our clown prejudices. Either way, we love clowns.
That was why I was a no.
Terrify you.
I am petrified of clowns, so I had to. I was excusing myself from that conversation.
Set that aside. Your personal clown trauma cannot affect your decisions. Okay, maybe a maybe for the library. Okay. Right. The next project is we have something to say. A podcast where wildlife have a voice. It will take place in April or to June 2026 at the Prescott Community Center, Harvard Public Library, and the Acton Memorial Library, benefiting about 80 people or 250 youth. An educational podcast that aims and interests young audiences in environmental science, wildlife biology through storytelling rich in humor, music, and puppets. Which, if it's a podcast, why do they need puppets? Are they filming the podcast
But
too?
no, it's so. I think it's misleading. So this would be the recording of the podcast live with interact. Like you got to like when you read through it, you're like, oh, they're not talking about.
I don't think so. It says
podcast.
It says that it's going to be a screening of the podcast. So they'll already have recorded it, and they're basically just going to screen the podcast. It's basically like gathering in a room to listen to the podcast.
That's not how I read it.
Well, what was the video? There was a video that was attached to the application that I watched that was kind of turned me off to the whole thing.
You want me to play it? Or do you want to play it?
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't think we need to. I guess I'm just saying. I feel like if we've all looked at the panel, I don't think we need to take up time watching the video.
No, I
personally.
I just, yeah.
Is anybody like a no?
I am a no.
I'm a no.
I think
I guess I misunderstood it that it was not going to. Maybe I need to reread it and change my vote. I was actually more in a maybe camp because it looks to me like it was more the actual event of doing the recording and in front of the live audience or something like that. But if I misread it, then and it is just like watching it, then I might be more negative towards this one.
Yeah,
there will be a screening.
There'll be 2 presentations at each location celebrating the release of the podcast episodes 1 and 2. A screening presentation and a Q&A session.
Yeah.
I just didn't give me a warm and fuzzy.
No.
I think we're a no.
And if it's confusing to us,
I mean, I love the podcast idea, but I feel like what they're asking is for us to fund an event to screen the podcast as opposed to promoting the podcast or producing it or being a part of interacting with it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm fine with a no, because so I understand.
I hate to say no because it is different, but I agree.
No, I love the idea. I love the premise and I love the topic, but not the delivery.
How it's being done.
Right. The delivery sort of missed the boat for me.
Yeah, unclear. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right.
Anybody strong against? Are we cool to go with no and move on?
Yes.
Okay. Next applicant is Russell Street Elementary School. They are looking for $3,000 for the Littleton Cultural Fair at Russell Street and Shaker Lane School in the fall of 2026, estimating serving about 200 youth and 400 people overall. It's an annual event with families hosting booths and showcasing unique cultural heritage.
The money is for food trucks, though.
Right. For the
and I wonder, even though I think food is a great, like eating different foods gives you a cultural experience in itself, it doesn't say, or at least I couldn't find what food truck. So that would change everything. Like if it's, if it's a real international experience, then I think that would be a closer maybe to me. But if it's
I thought it did kind of indicate that. That's how I read it, is they were going to be getting different types of international cuisine.
It didn't say the food trucks will be staffed by professional chefs who will represent diverse cultures and have specialized training in the preparation of cultural foods.
I was just wondering what that, I don't know. I would love to know a little bit more, but I don't know. I'm a maybe. I'm not a strong yes or a strong.
I was a very strong yes on this one.
I like this.
Is it possible that this is one where we asked some questions?
I'm just if the food trucks are really are gonna give the children and the attendees a real international experience, then I'm a big yes. But if it's not,
the way I read the application is that that's their intent, but I hear you that they aren't giving a lot of details to go with that.
Yeah.
The way I read the application, though, that seems to me to be clearly the intent, but I hear you that it's not like we have these 5 food trucks lined up, and so now we can assess that.
Yeah.
Right. But I do think we have to go on the merits of there's other applications that aren't saying, oh, we definitely have this, we have all of these things lined up. But I think that's the intention is it says, with the addition of authentic cultural foods, those attending will be able to further experience. Yeah. So I think that's their goal.
We have the opportunity to go back and ask questions.
I was a yes on this. I was a pretty strong yes.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, like Sarah, your point is like, can't we go back and ask questions? Is that what you're?
Yep.
Yeah.
Questions to the applicant, you mean?
Yes.
We've never done that before, but there's no reason we couldn't.
As far as I know, we have the opportunity to do that. If there's like specific questions we have.
We have actually done it in the past.
It's Tuesday.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
A couple things I noticed in the application is that they did mention they don't have commitments for 2026, but in the 2025 event, some of the things they funded were like Irish step dancing, Taekwondo instructor, Bollywood dance teacher, but it's like they're looking for money specifically for the food. So I appreciate that they're saying there's going to be other things there, just that we'd be funding the food piece. The other thing that caught my eye was there's a highlight video being created from the 2025 fair to be used for promotion of the 2026 fair. I'd love to get a hold of that highlight video and see, like, you know, that might be something nice for us if we do end up funding it to put on our page next year.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, and just remember that when we fund things, they have to submit that final document that shows the receipt. So I mean, if they submit and they didn't use food trucks that were cultural, then we would not have to give them the money.
But they have to do that, and we do nothing with it. We don't like put it on our webpage or anything.
Right.
Well, we don't put the final report on our webpage. We use the information for our annual report. And I mean, I can't speak to everybody else, but I know for me, I read all of those when they come in before I sign that, saying they can have the money. So I do look at it, and if it doesn't match, you know, because that was kind of what came up with one of the ones this year where their final report didn't really match and we got more information and then moved forward with it.
Cool. Are we headed towards a maybe on this one, or are we headed more towards a yes?
Maybe's good enough.
I think maybe is what I heard.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's put it down as a maybe and move on.
Is that? Oh, I didn't hear what Ray said. I'm sorry.
Oh, anybody? Okay.
The next one.
Anybody?
Shaker Lane.
Yes. Shaker Lane Elementary School is asking for $3,000 for Crocodile River Music, African Arts and Education Residency Program for February of 2026. They're estimating a total number of 500 people served. They're presenting vibrant rhythm songs and dances of West African life, drumming and singing.
I'm gonna have to recuse myself because both my kids are at Shaker Lane right now. Do I actually need to walk away?
I don't think so, because we have, the rest of us have kids in the middle school.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
If you feel like you want to, that's your own personal decision, but I don't think, because to Juliana's point, like, you know, my kids go to the middle school and I don't feel like I should recruit. But if you're making a personal decision to, then that's your own decision. But you don't have to walk away if you do want to.
Thank you.
I'm a yes on this one. I like it. Again, probably not fulfilling, but I like it.
I'm only curious, why do you think it costs 3,000? Like, they're bringing, if I'm understanding this correctly, they're bringing they're bringing a drumming experience, right, for the kids. Like, it's an interactive concert, which I think is fantastic. Why is it so expensive?
420 kids.
Let's
They
see.
said it's salaries. They says salary, fees, artists, humanists, and scientists cost $3,000.
Curious with that, like, it seemed like.
So it's a full day workshop. A full day workshop with multiple people leading the workshops over the course of a day, plus an interactive event. I mean, just as I've looked at other grants that we've seen over the years, 3,000 actually is pretty reasonable for the grant total price.
Okay. I mean, I like it. I was just curious about the money, but I am a yes.
But where there was something that said 420 kids.
Yeah.
Which
a lot of kids, full day.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we can talk about money later. So if we like the idea, but our hesitations on money, let's put it as a yes. And discuss the money.
Yeah, I just think that it's a company that they're hiring. So I mean, the the quote that company's given them is, I think, just the quote. I don't know that we have much say in that.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool.
Having hired many entertainers for Shaker Lane over the years, this is not expensive for what they're giving.
Yeah, it's not.
It sounds marvelous.
Okay,
yeah, I checked out their website and it's pretty cool. They have a lot. I mean, it's a really it looks very professional. It doesn't look like that other one.
we are all a yes.
Just for one point of reference for you, Julian, is like two.
Wait, before we move on with this, Kim, is there any way we can get some sort of tracking of entertainers at Shaker Lane over the years, so we have some sort of baseline to evaluate from?
As far as the cost goes? Or what do you mean?
Yeah.
So I was about to say that. So
Well,
2 years ago, we approved a grant at Russell Street. It was, I think, only a 2-hour program, and it was the whole student body, and it was $2,000. So here you have an all-day program for all students for $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm getting my feeling where I'm like, oh, that's not that much money.
Ray, did we fund the whole
ballpark.
Did we fund the whole 2,000 on that other one you just referenced?
I don't believe we did, but that's not the point. The point is the grand total cost of the program was 2,000, and it was for a lesser amount of time with lesser things offered.
Yeah.
Remember how old I am, Sarah? So my kids were at Shaker Lane 20 years ago. So keep this in mind. But we used to have something called Rhythm Kids. And it was 2 artists, 2 musicians who would come in with truckloads of art.
Yeah.
So many kinds of percussion instruments, so many kinds. And they would do 3 different things. And they were probably 2,500, 2,700 back then. So, and we would get them every year because they were fantastic. And so I think this is the kind of thing that the kids they want their hands on these things, and it's interactive, and it's a great thing.
Yeah, I would just say, I don't know that we need to be, this is my personal opinion, be in the business of discussing what the company is charging for their service. And if the people who are putting it on, that's what they've decided to contract with, and that's kind of in their realm and not ours. Yeah. And that we could choose to say we'll fund whatever portion of it is, but I don't know that we can get into the minutia of that, in my opinion.
Fair point.
Fair idea.
Yeah.
Are we a yes on this with knowledge that will probably be a partial?
Yes.
As with all of them.
Okay, yes, and moving on. The next is
back. Okay.
Sorry. We're yes and moving on? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. $500 request for the film House of Regret. Multiple locations will be used for filming in Pepperell, Mass, Drake, Mass, etc. It's a film that touches on the deep emotional topic of giving the responsibility of taking care of an ailing parent to a child who's not well equipped to be able to care for their parent. Did anybody have any specific thoughts about this one?
I'm a no on this one.
I'm a no also.
I think it said it's targeting a very small amount of people.
Yeah.
Well, it's 16 and plus, and I don't know.
Well,
and I kind of didn't.
The way I read it, tell me if I'm reading this wrong. They're actually asking for the funds to make the movie, so we would almost be like a sponsor of the filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
producer. Just didn't really. Yeah, we're like a producer, co-producer or something. I was like, no definite dates, no firm project. I don't know. It just didn't.
Yeah, I'm a
topic is very relevant. I care about this topic, but I was like, just the application itself just didn't really seem to fit with what I think we're trying to do with the money.
Yeah, I don't think they're there yet.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready to move on to Sounds of Stowe?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I was kind of thinking about this one just because we have not funded making a film before doesn't mean we can't in the future. But I agree that it's more standard that we would be giving funding for screening the film versus anything. I'm cool with a no.
We have tried in the past.
I would think differently about if it were like a screening that was available for the town to participate in.
Yeah.
But it's like funding the filmmakers to make the film. And I'm like, that's a very small group of people that would benefit from it with no definite guarantee that the rest of the town would benefit from it later on.
Yes, and we have tried something a little bit similar in the past where there was a couple of high school kids that thought, we have a great idea, we're going to film this, we're going to do this, and they get busy and it goes away. And
I think if they had
they're not ready yet.
Yeah, I wish if they had included like a little bit more about what they would do at the end to promote the film and know that that would benefit residents. I mean, it's obviously benefiting anybody that they're going to make art, they're going to make film, but no, I agree. I'm cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to deliberate.
I also was concerned that the budget is $5,000. He's asking for 500, and he's saying he has not asked for anybody else and hasn't applied for anything else. So I'm not convinced that the 500 would actually get utilized.
Yeah,
that
right. Whereas like people who have requested before already know what to do with their money. They're a little more organized and transparent. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. All right. No, and moving to Sounds of Stowe, they are asking for $500 for their concert for November 23rd at Whitcomb Middle School in Marlborough, which Juliana, Marlborough is further away than Bolton.
November 23rd. My son plays soccer there, so that one I know. But I went to the concert last year.
April 19th one is at the high school.
Yes, I was just going to say the April concert's in Littleton High School, and then there's a June concert in Stowe and Acton and Stowe.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the concert in Littleton.
Cool.
But I don't know if people would go from Littleton to the Marlborough one.
Well, they're like, sorry I'm probably misled everybody. There is a concert in Marlborough, but then the April concert is in Littleton High School again. So it still benefit the community.
So I went there and there were a ton of people and it was a really nice concert.
Oh yeah, they're very well respected and well known in the music world. So it would definitely, be something that will happen, And their chorus is an all volunteer group, and they have I think they have a lot of singers from Littleton in the Sounds of Stowe choir too. Okay. Just as an FYI.
I'm a yes.
I'm a yes.
I'm okay with yes.
Same.
Yes.
I was a yes on this one.
Yep, I'm a yes too. And it does say there are 60 to 70 adult singers from Littleton and 18 other towns. Right. Oh wait. So it didn't say how many from Littleton, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a yes here.
I really enjoyed the quantification, so I'm gonna roll with it. Yes.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Next.
All right. Moving forward, plugging along. We are at Mike Spencer requesting $1,800 for the Hofbrauhaus Bavarians in 2026 at the Summer Concert Series. Says the Hofbrauhaus Bavarians will be doing Oktoberfest or winter celebration.
Or.
Yeah, I was very confused about, do they already have a venue? Is this part of Oktoberfest that we host in Fay Park? I don't know if I didn't read it well enough or
I felt like this was another one because it said discussion with council to determine alternative solution. So I felt like it was almost like, hey, we're applying to you that you will use us for your program. Yeah. I felt like it was another one like the other one where he didn't understand the assignment, that it wasn't that we were looking for people to apply for us to put on a program. Right. That's how I was reading it. So it's a no for me just because I felt like he missed the,
I agree. It's a no for me too, and an opportunity to educate for the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. I agree. Anybody else?
Same.
People dissent?
Same.
No?
Great.
All right. So no, and moving on officially to more ukulele.
And more senior center.
And more senior center. This is a
Can we make it a maybe COA?
maybe COA, I say, and then more. Yeah.
And I like, for the record, I do like this one a little better because it involves play along.
Yeah, it's like a class. Yeah,
we can talk about that later, but yeah, I just wanted to mention it. Okay, so maybe COA. And we are to Bernadette Stockwell for the Oak Hill project from Lady Slippers to Slippery Slopes, January 9th of 2026 at the Littleton High School Auditorium. It's in association with the Littleton Lyceum. They're doing a public presentation by a Littleton resident who wants to talk Oak Hill conservation land and the beauty and history of the area. The other thing too I liked about this one, that there's a digital version of her presentation that will be available for other hikers. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, this is a yes for me. I thought it was interesting and different, but it's also an opportunity to make a connection with the Littleton Lyceum, which does these great programs that I always see and think, why aren't we involved with those programs? And I think this is a great step to connect us with them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Aren't we like the oldest lyceum in the nation too?
The nation, I think. Yeah, it's something cool like that. But I also think it's very different from a lot of the other things we're seeing. It's nature, but it's also local. For me, it was a yes.
Did we lose Sarah?
Oh, sorry. You're muted, Sarah, if you were talking.
There she is. She's on mute, but she's still here.
Oh, I don't see her, so.
I see her face, but I see she's on mute. She's smiling. She hears me. There she is.
Apparently, I don't know how to work my computer.
I think her internet is wonky.
I'm not disagreeing, but
glitching a little bit.
You can't hear me.
I can hear you, Sarah. You're good. You just went for a little bit. Go ahead.
Sometimes if you turn your video off, it helps the sound to come through if your Wi-Fi is wonky. I don't know if that helps.
It's freezing.
Good.
Yeah,
yes, no.
Oh, all right. I see her moving.
You're back again. Huh?
Say something, Sarah. Anything.
Okay. Well, all I was gonna say is I don't. Yeah. No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, my only as I'm thinking about it is I know this is kind of a dumb question to say out loud, but is nature culture?
I was wondering that myself.
That sounds silly.
Yeah, I hadn't spoken up yet. I'm actually a no. This one,
Okay.
I don't want to fund this. I love it, and I'm a hiker.
But is it?
And maybe I'm just drawing too bright a lines in my mind between different types of community engagement. But to me, it's there's a gardening club, there's a Rotary Club, there's other organizations in town that can
fund it,
support an event that's commenting on the history and nature in the town. And maybe I'm just preserving it more for what
it's a lovely idea. It's a lovely
I
idea.
like the idea. I support the idea. I'm just not sure I would commit council funds to it.
Well, it does say that it weaves together, photography, reflections, sketches. So, there's artwork as part of the presentation.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't sway me.
That's okay.
Saw that.
I'm still a yes on it, so I guess we'll have to maybe make it a maybe more discussion, unless everybody else is outvoting me, which is fine.
I can put it as a maybe. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Sarah has her hand raised. Yes, Sarah.
Sarah.
Nope. Just working on things. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Okay. No, just kidding. She does not have her hand raised. All right. Maybe and going and moving on. All right.
I'm okay with a maybe, and we come back to it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Roger.
Okay. Sorry, I lost my place for a second. Okay.
We're at that
from Ireland. The
Ireland to
Ireland, yeah.
Which is
that's
maybe
another
COA.
senior center, isn't it?
Yes. So
so maybe COA.
COA for yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then we are at the $400 ask from John Waterman this is another Littleton Senior Center live music, making history live, a journey through the roots of American popular music. So let's do maybe COA.
Yeah.
Boy, Megan Murphy really was cranking out these letters, huh?
I know. That's what I was saying when we first connected. Yeah.
Okay. And next is the Westford Chamber Players out of Westford, Mass. They're looking for $800 for a romantic quintet live concert on Sunday, May 17th, and that will be held at the Chelmsford Center for the Arts, serving about 260 people.
It's not a free event.
It's also going to be at St. Mark's in Westford, so two locations.
Oh, thanks for. Did I miss that? Yeah, you're right.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
St. Mark's in Westford and Chelmsford.
That's the second time I've done that. Thank you, Kiki. I'm sorry. St. Mark's, Westford, and Chelmsford Center for the Arts in Chelmsford.
Yeah, $25 tickets.
$25 for adults, $15 for seniors. Yep.
Okay.
I'd be okay with a maybe.
I'm a maybe too.
Mm-hmm.
I was a yes, so I'm fine to put maybe.
Okay.
All right, cool. Moving on. We have a $950 request for the Theft of Dignity Webster presentation. It will take place between January and December of 2026 at the middle school, assuming the Littleton Middle School. 350 people served. It will take place, sounds like during school hours, and it's an in-school bullying awareness assembly for middle and high school students.
It wasn't clear if the school is requesting this, or is the school aware?
I would not make the assumption that it is the Littleton school because I don't see that anywhere.
Right.
And it's wise does not have a
we don't even know if the school
org
supports
email address. No.
Sorry, my question is, we don't know if the school supports this, right? It's not like the Bionic project where we know the school is behind this. So that was my question. Like, I was like, I don't know if the school wants this.
I also struggle a little bit with this one, similar to whatever the other one was we were arguing about in the past, like the circus one, where I'm like, the content that they're trying to convey here, to me, I'm not saying anybody has to agree with me, is that really a cultural program?
Right.
I didn't quite feel that it was, although I care a lot about the topic, but I wasn't really sure.
I'm a little confused with this one. Can you remind me what this one was about?
The anti-bullying
program, that assembly for the school.
Okay. I agree with Ray.
Me too.
I do
Yeah,
too.
it's a no for
Down
me.
as a no.
It's important, but maybe the PTA could cover that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I don't even know if it doesn't even sound like he's contacted anybody or from the school, because even the letter of support is from him.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think we could.
Which I was like,
I'm a no.
Sarah's hand up.
Possibility
I
to
see a
educate.
hand up.
Oh, Judy, she told me that
Do
she's
something.
having trouble with her computer, so her hand will continue to stay up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
can she hear anything?
Yeah, she can hear us. She just turned her video off to try and
Help her
conserve
audio.
her energies there, her internet. All right, so it
Um,
sounds like this is a no.
Yep, I agree.
No, I
It's
think
a no.
that's,
It was a no for me.
I don't
But
think
the
it's
opportunity to
appropriate for
educate.
us.
Right.
Yeah, I thought so too, Judy. I think so too.
Okay, then moving on. That's a no. We are to Matt York.
Maybe COA.
Maybe COA.
No, maybe
Maybe
COA. Yep.
COA. And we're at the end.
Jeez, how many is that?
I thought it was.
I
thought
have
it
to
was
at least
longer.
excuse, so I know we're at the end. I have to at least excuse myself because I still have a few things to do with the family this evening. But could we talk? Is it okay for me to ask if we could talk about what we do next? I cannot keep going tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I was going to say the same thing. We've overstayed our time. We committed to 8:30 and it's 8:45. And I think I'm grateful we were able to get through everybody. But I think we need to have a conversation about what we need to do next. Do we want to my thoughts are we either need to have another meeting, another discussion meeting, or do we think we could accomplish it in our December meeting with discussion and voting? What we've done in the past is typically we've had 2 discussion meetings, plus the December meeting has sort of been our final vote meeting. With all the hoopla we had with the whole, do we have to be public or not? We obviously lost our one meeting. So we have technically until January to actually put this through. So we don't have to do it by our December meeting, just to kind of lay out all the details there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
sorry guys, this last one is not for the Council on Aging, it's for the library, I believe.
Yes, you're correct.
Oh, you're right. It is for the library.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't want it to get like skipped, you know. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's maybe we're all like a maybe anyway. But and I don't want to hold you up, Ray. I know you got.
You know why? Because the last 2 years he's done it at the COA. This York. So we
did it at the COA. That's how I got confused too. He did it at COA.
It should be just you, Melissa.
And sorry, Sarah, you were trying to speak, and since you had tech trouble,
we need to like close the meeting and then we go from there.
Well, once we close the meeting, we'll have to log off and be done. So I think we have to make a decision about what our next step is going to be before we close the meeting.
I would propose we extend the December meeting. 2-hour December meeting. We try to go through normal business rapidly and then move to finish the rest of this.
I can't, if it matters, I can't attend the December meeting. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, of all places, for work. So I can't. So I think there'll still be quorum, but.
Do we want to look at a different date?
You do the next Tuesday, the 16th of December?
I can't do that, but that's okay.
So what I was going to suggest is that Melissa and I and Kiki, if she wants to, like we just get in and like categorize, right? We have all of these. It's been such a day. Apologies. Yeah, I know.
It seems like Wednesdays are good for people. Do people want to try to move this to Wednesday the 10th?
Well, but no, I didn't want to make it for everybody, right? Like we have yes, no, maybe. Like,
well, we haven't actually made any real decisions. We just said yes, and all of them need more discussion. That's my opinion.
The no's need more discussion. The maybes need some discussion. The yeses, yeah. So we could start to like put them in order to make it easier to talk about with everybody.
Oh, so like have a mini session, Sarah, with just like a few of us to categorize these before the meeting so it'll go a little faster. Is that what you mean?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Not to like do it ourselves, but just to like get everything organized so it's easier.
Would you want to do that like an hour
beforehand is fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we can do that offline. I think right now we're just trying to focus on what are our next meeting steps so we can get them onto a calendar.
Is that really necessary? Can we just not filter? Like use the Excel sheet and just look, you know?
Yeah, I can do that as well. Either one is fine.
I think you don't need the extra work. Like I'm trying to, you know, like avoid the extra work for you guys. I don't think that's necessary if we just filter it.
That's what we've done before is put a filter on and then the spreadsheet just shows the ones we're in discussion with.
Can I ask a question to Karen? Like if we keep that meeting date, you're not able to make it. How does the group feel about that? And Karen, how do you feel about that? Because obviously like we want your input and we value you, but I also understand moving everything is tough. So I just wanted to see how
I know December is really hard too. I was just looking, I'm not even sure. Yeah. So I'm okay with that. I don't know if I can review anything or do anything. I'm happy to do that offline, but I'm fine with that. I appreciate you asking. But I'm away that whole week, so I couldn't even do.
Gotcha. How about everyone else? Would you rather move it? Would you rather like just say, okay, we have one less member for the second meeting? Is that okay with everyone?
Does anyone else have a conflict?
December 9th actually still works. So if we could get a quorum, I'm available December 9th, but I agree. I'd love to get maximum participation if we can.
Okay. Do we want to extend it? Do we want to do what we did this time? So typically our meeting starts at 7. Do we want to do 6:30 to 8:30? Does that work for people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll need it.
Yes. Like 6:30 is hard here.
So you would rather do 7 to 9?
Okay. But like if I'm the only person that wants to do 7, like that's make it work.
I'm okay with 7.
I'm okay with 7. I could do 7.
I would just say we should start at 7 because today we were supposed to start at 6:30 and we started like at 10 to 7.
I know.
Yeah. So I agree. If we're going to start at 7, we need to come and just get started.
So as soon as we have quorum,
connect at 10 to 7. That's my request. If we're gonna do 7, let's connect at 10 to 7. Get that.
I love the way Juliana thinks. Yes.
Yes. Early is on time, on time is late, right? Like they say. Well, whenever we get quorum, we'll get started on that day and hope it'll be like right away. And Karen, you have my solemn promise not to fund any clowns.
Thank you. I also
Karen,
love puppets, but I think that was yeah.
And Karen, I think that if you have notes you want to send electronically to the group, then we can include that into the official documents to say that you were here for the review meeting and these are your thoughts about the conversation we're having. So if you have things to say, you can submit that electronically and we'll include that into the
Okay, thank you. That sounds good.
She'll speak for you.
Yes. Well, we'll read
I'd
your
rather
words.
be here than in Madison. So.
And did we maybe this last Rubenhor Library one, by the way, like just officially, did we maybe the last one there?
We did. Yes, we maybe.
Good. Okay, fabulous. Okay, great.
Oh,
so 7 o'clock on the
Tuesday the 8th.
I move to close the meeting.
Let's say 6:45.
Just for clarity's sake, I am going to tell the town 6:45 so we get access to the Zoom account at that time, so that Melissa can start it early.
Thank you. I'll log in. Yeah, nice and early.
Yeah, and if you can't, let me know, and I can always pop in and log in, like get it started too.
I will. Thank you. Yeah, I was able to get in nice and early today, which was good.
We need to vote to close the meeting.
I second.
Okay.
Anybody opposes?
No, guys have it. Okay, we officially close this meeting of the Littleton Cultural Council at 8:50 p.m. Thank you all for your service. You did such a good job tonight, and I really appreciate all of your feedback.